So our next speaker is the Chief Marketing Officer of Tokyo Tempura and an MSME advocate. Jenny Wieneke is an advertising veteran with over 30 years of experience building and handling local and multinational brands. She has been at the forefront of the advertising industry, once leading as the president of the Association of Accredited Advertising Agencies of the Philippines, or 4As, and as a board member of the Ad Standards Council, or ASC, where she still volunteers as a professional screener. Jenny stands as board trustee and administrator of Kalya Negosyo, a 6-month mentorship program and an advocacy which she and her husband founded in 2013. Upon retirement from the ad industry in 2015, Jenny focused her energies to helping the micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSMEs, through mentoring as part of PCE Go Negosyo's mentorship program, where she continues to coach all over the country, virtually or face-to-face. Her relationship with these mentees continues way beyond the mentoring session prescribed by the programs and events.
She has selflessly volunteered and led projects with DTI, one of which is the first packaging design. She created and mounted the brand development program of entrepreneurs and for NCR Zamboanga and Bulacan MSMEs from 2020 to 2022. Her program, Kalye Negosyo, has already graduated 100 students from 6 batches that only the pandemic halted from continuing. She mentors the mompreneur community of Janice Villanueva through their Mompreneur Lab program. She is also a board member of the Design Advisory Council of the Philippines, where she pushes for design thinking to start from the home and earlier in schools. Jenny is a woman with a big heart that helps enable people and businesses to achieve more and get farther. She has been a mother to many advertising children since 1989 and molds more of the youth today as a lecturer at the University of Asia and the Pacific, where she teaches advertising management and brand activation. A nurturing leader, Jenny brings her maternal instincts into the workplace, where she leads as Chief Marketing Officer of Juen Food Corp Tokyo Tempura, their family-owned business that sells affordable tempura. Delivering a speech entitled The Power of Your Brand Identity, streaming live from Enderal Extension in Pasig City, ladies and gentlemen, Jenny Wieneke.
Good evening. The power of your branding. What is it? I am currently a marketing mentor, and when I was asked to talk about women empowerment, this topic was the most top of my mind. You see, we will not be discussing marketing here, but more or less, more of the personal identity, more of you as a brand. Let me tell you a story. When I was in grade school, I always wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be a journalist, and I was able to do that. I was a contributor to our school newspaper called The Scribbler. That was Jenny, the writer. That was then. I was a nerd with medals and honors, and I just loved it. Then in high school, I discovered going out with friends, partying every weekend, attending soirees, shindigs. Millennials might not know what shindigs are. That's parties. Having a boyfriend, being with the in crowd. That was Jenny then, the party girl. Then in college, I dedicated my life to my boyfriend, most of all, and became Jenny, the girlfriend, also known as Bowie to George, my boyfriend then. Bowie was a combination of both our last names, Bautista and Wieneke. He found it cute to call me that. In fact, I found it romantic. And in 1987, at the age of 21, I became a mother. And subsequently had 3 other children, making me Mom Jenny to 4 rambunctious boys, even husband called me mommy too. In 1988, I entered advertising, rose from the ranks till I became president of a multinational agency and was then branded by my staff and coworkers as Mamu. And in 2015, I finally retired from the industry and focused on my mentoring advocacy that led to my mentees calling me Nanay Jen. Mom, Mommy, Mamu, Nanay. These are the names people call me now. Gone are my old monikers from when I was young. But is this who I really am? Don't get me wrong. There is nothing that I will change with how my life panned out. I love being a mother to my biological kids and my adopted advertising kids, and even my mentees. But sometimes it just gets me how some people are defined by other people's perception of them and how they are called or named. I love my life. I love my roles in my life. But I have seen this process of losing one's identity once someone gets married and has children much too often, and felt that it is something that really needs to be discussed. My husband and I have been together. Actually, we've been married for 36 years, and we had been together since high school. So it's a total of 41 years altogether. We have known each other more than half our lives and have practically grew up together. He is my best friend, the father of my kids, my lover, my partner in everything. But what I really treasure the most about this guy is despite him calling me mommy too, he does not let that name define me. I'm not just the mother of his kids. I'm who I want to be. His food and travel buddy, an advertising executive, a teacher, a mentor, a friend, and more. Through all my 56 years of existence on this earth, I have worn many, many hats, just like many of you out there. But if you sit down and take a look deep, deep inside yourself, who are you really? When we get married, have children, become wives, mothers, in-laws, grandmas, bosses, employees, do we lose ourselves in the process? Do we just go with the flow and meld into the daily grind, merely succumbing to the roles expected of us? Should we? Your roles should not define you. You define you. I married at a young age, yes, but I knew that being a stay-at-home mom was not who I wanted to be. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not me. That is what I'm trying to say here. Who you are depends on who you believe you are and who you want to be. Find your identity. Treat yourself like a brand or a product and focus on what differentiates you. Don't let society, nor the people around you, nor the norms dictate what you should be. Let the inner you come out. Retain your identity. Do what you love and love what you do. I still am a nerd sometimes. I still like to write. I enjoy parties. But these I use to arrive at a holistic image of who I really am. Ask people around you, what do they think of you? Is that how you see yourself too? Our worth and our belonging are not negotiated with other people. We carry that in our hearts. We define who we are. That's Brené Brown from her book in the Beyond the Wilderness. You see, we should be clear about who we are, who our identity is. And we shouldn't settle for anything less. If you try to fit into what other people think of you, then you no longer will be you. You may fit into their mold or perception of you, but is that really the you that you want to be? What matters is that you realize who you are. What do you want to be? You want to be the best you that you can be. To be able to give of yourself to others, you first have to be the best version of you. I retired from advertising at the age of 49. I said goodbye to that idea of myself. I spent many a day wondering if it was really a good move. I closed that door, but opened a window elsewhere, into teaching and helping micro, small, and medium enterprises to market their businesses and their products. In this, I found renewed purpose. I discovered a new me who had a passion for education. So much so that I became a teacher at a university, something that I never would have thought that I would be doing in my lifetime. With this newfound self, I went around the country lecturing, coaching, teaching, and it felt so good. The power of brand identity. That is the power of you. Okay. There are 3 things that you need to do to decide who you really are. 1, take a look at yourself. Go inside the inner core of yourself and ask yourself, who am I? 2, ask the people around you, what do you think of me? Is that what you think of yourself too? And 3, what do you want them to think of you? Okay? So, ask me now, who am I? I am Jenny Bautista Wieneke, happily wearing too many hats, happily living this life, sharing with others, sharing of myself, making others happy, and I am happy when I make others happy. Because I know that that is the best that I can be, that I can share with you and you and you. Thank you very much. So ask yourself, who are you?